Okay guys, welcome back to Anderson's Garage. I'm Jim. Today Alex and I are going to be pulling the motor out of this 2011 Buick Regal. I would like to start it so you can hear how nasty it sounds. Unfortunately, it's really close to seizing. It lost oil pressure and it barely made it in the garage, and I'd rather not seize the motor because then it's going to be really difficult to get it unbolted from the torque converter. So we're just going to kind of dive in. We're going to time lapse this, and I'll cover any of the highlights on removing this. So hopefully it'll help you out, or you guys can just watch us work. So we'll get started now. We got the tool cart set up. And hey, while you're watching this, feel free to leave us a comment. Let us know if we overlooked something, should have done something differently, or you like the way that we did it. It makes Alex feel so much better when there's a comment. So I'm just going to start with the simple stuff. Battery, air box, the stuff that Alex usually does. He's currently working on the computer for more videos for you guys, but he'll be over here in a minute. You'll see him show up, especially for the ladies watching. He's single, ladies. that was it. That was all it took. I'll take a minute and go over some of the things I'd do differently next time so you guys know, and cover where some of the bolts are that are maybe a little bit difficult to get to, but it's not a bad job. So to start with, when this goes back together, I'm going to go ahead and pull the alternator just to give us a little more room. I did strip the side of the motor while it was still inside the car. We pulled the tensioner, we pulled the crankshaft pulley and the idler, give us that sideways movement so we didn't get hung up on the torque converter. This would have been nice having this out of the way, and also I probably should have removed this O2 sensor. I also noticed, I don't know if you guys can see it, if the camera will pick it up, but there's a crack in that manifold. That's a bummer. Bell housing bolts, not a real big deal. You got two up top here, and then a series of them around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. This is a starter bolt. And then you got the 3 flywheel bolts. No big deal there. This thing was seriously leaking. Some antifreeze and stuff spewing out. Most likely a head gasket failure. Let me know in the comments if you, oh, there's dirt all over my face. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to open this up so you can see what happened inside. It lost oil pressure, crazy noises. I'm sure the rod bearings and main bearings are shot. Bunch of stuff's going on with it. The heater hoses weren't too bad. We used the remote pliers, got them loose, used a pick underneath, worked it loose, no big deal there. The harness wasn't bad. I did figure out though that this motor has been out. I really believe it. Some of the clips were missing, a lot of the bolts were loose. You can see here it looks like somebody did the timing chain, or maybe the water pump. I'm not sure, but something was done here. I don't think this orange RTV is factory, because on the bottom I saw a little bit of leftover gray RTV. Really, as far as motors go, this wasn't a terrible job. Alex and I have done way worse. That little motor that came out of the Ranger right there, that 3.0, that was way worse. And I know you're gonna say in the comments, like, that's because it was a Ford. I don't disagree. Every nut and bolt on that thing was like, the Incredible Hulk tightened it at some point. This, everything came loose. So we're gonna move this over into its parking area for now, up against that 3.0. We're still waiting on a drive shaft for the old Ford, so we can go pick these motors up. We'll go over installation and the fire up. If you guys want to see it, we can make a part 2 to that. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. Like I said, this was a pretty easy job. And thanks for watching.